Here comes Parsons, gets rid of it, and he's got a completion. Shaheed trying to turn the corner. He can't, but he's got a first down. Here's Carr, quick drop. Toss over the middle. Shaheed's got it again. Upfield, he goes for a first down.
Different personnel groupings, motions. It's really identifying itself, this game plan.
Play pass, deep drop. Carr lets it zip, and he's got it to Olave on the move. Inside the 20. Chris Olave's got a first and goal. Here's Kamara running right side. Wow! Surges in for the touchdown.
Guyton didn't love the way he played. I love the way he played. They're going to count on him today.
Pressure on Dak, floats it out. Oh, Schoonmaker, one-hander. Well, that's a good way to deliver in.
Try to slow down the edge with these chips.
Prescott has some time. Going to dump it down to Dowdle. He's got a way to go. Cuts up field. He's going to be short, but certainly in field goal range.
Bang him through the uprights. God bless him.
This one's from 52, and that is up and through. The entire first half last week. Different game. Jamal Williams in the game at bat. Carr, pressure, lets it fly. Going deep, Shaheed. He's got it! Touchdown, New Orleans! A bomb to Shaheed!
See if this pass game can get him going.
Yeah, they have Turpin in the backfield this time. Here's Lamb who slides down right around midfield. That's good enough for a Cowboys first down.
Dak's got to sort out these protections.
They drop for the most part. Prescott goes underneath, has a catch, and he's got a first down. Brandon Cooks has his first of the game to keep the drive moving.
Got to get production. I'd expect some reverses, some speed sweeps. These inside zones are tough.
That time it actually worked, though, as Elliott put the head down, bowled forward. Prescott, time over the middle. There's Lamb. In stride, first down is down inside the 15.
I know that you know that I know. Get back to your assignment.
Here's a little trickery. Cooks looking for a block, and Cooks is met in the backfield. Alontae Taylor. 13th play of the drive. Prescott in trouble, and he is sacked. Carl Granderson gets home to put a halt to that drive.
They just get to the middle of the pocket and pile drive you. Good stop.
Here's Aubrey, who hits from 38 yards out. So the Cowboys disappointed. Both drives have to settle for field goals.
You really need some solid execution by that front to stop the run.
Get out to Olave, looks for a couple blocks, gets some, spins around to the edge, and Olave.
To be aggressive in these situations. Again, he doesn't want to be in third down much against this defense. He's going to try to gain it here on second down.
Pressure coming. They set up a screen. Oh, there's a lot of room. Alvin Kamara, room to roll. Alvin Kamara's going to score. Touchdown.
Wow.
To the Packers last year, but generally it's been a safe haven for him. Blitz coming. Prescott sees it. Has a man. It's Lamb. Beautiful throw. Lamb gets away. CeeDee Lamb to the house. Touchdown. So here are the Saints, who are averaging 18 yards a play, by the way. Here's Kamara off that left side. That's another big chunk as he spins his way forward for what should be another first down. 3rd and 6. Carr has time, has a man. It's Olave on the cross, and he's got a first down. They pitch it to Kamara, gets a lead block. He's got a first down and more. Alvin Kamara, too easy. Wow. He's got over 100 yards from scrimmage today. Here's Jamal Williams giving Kamara a blow. He's got room. His head's down, and a big gain for him is 8 yards. Kamara, big hole, left side. Alvin Kamara sprinting towards the end zone. He is in. Touchdown, New Orleans. The 3rd for Kamara in this first half. Dak sees him. Oh, what a hit. He was there, but Tyrann Mathieu popping Jalen Tolbert. Four-man rush. Here's Prescott, flushed out of the pocket. Pointing deep. Throwing, nice. And he's got a completion for a first down. Good throw to Brandon Cooks. Prescott over the middle, and it's intercepted. It was high that time, and it's picked off by Adebo. Paulson Adebo now looking to make a play. He's got a seam. Adebo makes a move on Prescott. Taken down at the 20. Here's Carr, pressure, zings it towards the end zone. Olave goes up and gets it. Did he hold on? He did. He's down at the 1. Carr on the quarterback sneak. Up and in. Touchdown, New Orleans.
How they want to handle this if they get this first down.
Prescott, far side, Schoonmaker skirts out of bounds.
Yep. Throw it inside or throw it short.
Prescott over the middle, caught by Tolbert. Well in field goal range now, but they've got to spike the ball.
They have lots of time to spike it. No penalties, make sure everyone's set.
And they will spike it with 5 seconds left. And Aubrey has got it. They send 5. Prescott looking, pressure. He's in trouble. Just kind of shovels it to Elliott. Oh, he's got room. Ezekiel Elliott for a first down and more. What a play by Dak Prescott to make that happen.
But a great play by Dak to keep this drive alive.
Fake to Dowdle. Pressure. Prescott was ready to let it go. Now he's going to run and slide down at the 46. Four-man rush. Prescott loading up, going deep, has a man, is caught! Jalen Tolbert!
With an A catch. Not Dak's best throw, but he comes back with that from someone other than CeeDee Lamb, and they get it there with Tolbert.
Going to the young guys, third year for Tolbert, 39 yards, and now Prescott on the roll.
Oh!
They can get a first down. Prescott in trouble. Ball is loose on the ground. Still loose. And Tolbert comes all the way back to get it and save it for the Cowboys. Aubrey will try for his 4th field goal of the day. This one a 40-yard attempt. And Aubrey is perfect. So the Cowboys, crowd's trying to get back into this game. Look at this, Taysom Hill at a quarterback, little wildcat. Going to get outside. Hill will get there and more.
And then really to excel at it.
Lined up as a tailback here. Fake it to him. Carr zips it over the middle. Olave in stride. Another beautiful throw from Carr and a first down for the Saints.
Try to move Parsons around. Try to get him to get pressures. They haven't even had an opportunity to pressure today. This might be one of them right here.
First third and long of the game. Inside looking for Taysom Hill. There's a penalty flag. Jordan Lewis is all over him. Would be an automatic first down on a 3rd and 9.
Yeah, just hooks him with his left hand.
Defense number 2.
Kamara looking for his 4th touchdown of the game. Stays on his feet. Alvin Kamara's got 4. What a drive by the Saints.
Great scheme, great execution. So incredible watching there.
And the kick is no good.
If we can march it down, get a touchdown, great. But don't force the ball and go from bad to worse.
2nd and 1, quick throw here. Coming near side, Schoonmaker's got a first down and more. And he chucks his way down. So certainly concerned there, and the Cowboys need a lot in a little bit of time. Here's Prescott over the middle. Has a completion there. It's Tolbert who's had a nice second half so far. Got another first down.
Which receivers are going to produce more yards? What tight end can go in there? What can he actually do to help us gain yards on offense?
Going to corner here. Oh my goodness, what a hit as Lamb got smoked by Will Harris. Prescott looking the other side of the field, and it's incomplete. Double coverage there on Brevin Spanford, the third tight end, and the Saints will take over.
Being here in front of this great audience that loves football too.
Here's Carr. All day, zips it high, intercepted. It was off the fingertips of Olave, and Donovan Wilson comes down to it, and the Cowboys get a much-needed break.
Play a clean quarter of football, see what they can make of it.
Starting here over the middle, into double coverage, and it's a pick. Tyrann Mathieu gets him an interception. Blitz coming on fourth down. Prescott just going to throw it deep. Going down there for Jalen Brooks. It is knocked away by Adebo, and the Saints will take over.
That's a high percentage of completion. It's huge yards per attempt. You're going to get
field goal is good.
Yeah, and you're going to get that when you run the ball as well as they have. So yeah.
A resounding victory for them here today, coming into Arlington and beating up the Cowboys, and the Saints are 2-0 to start this season.